At the start of Football Manager 2024, you will find Noah Darvich in Barcelona's under-19s team. He's 16 years old. He's a German who is capped at under-17s level, and Barcelona value him at £12.5 to £37 million. He has a contract worth £8,250 per week, and that will expire in 2026. Looking at the player's positional graph, he can play in a number of positions, either out wide as a left winger or a right winger, can also operate through the middle as either a defensive midfielder, a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, and can even be a makeshift striker. Looking at some of his attributes, the first thing you'll be drawn to is the fact in his physicals, he has good acceleration, natural fitness and pace. In the mentals, he has good flair, he has vision, he has leadership off the ball, he has good decision making. And then in the technicals, he has 15 for technique, 13 for passing, 14 for dribbling, and 13 for first touch. At the age of just 16, there is going to be massive development to come from Noah Darvich. Let's jump forwards to 2028 and see how his career progresses. So we have now jumped forwards. It is 2028 and we can see that Noah Darvich has swapped Barcelona for Napoli. He's 21 years old, has represented Germany 7 times, scoring once. He's valued by Napoli at 62 to £186 million and has a contract worth £250,000 per week that runs to the end of the 2033 season. Looking at the player, you can really see why he's considered to be a wonder kid. The stats and the attributes that he's producing at the age of 21 are really some standout numbers. Looking at the technicals, dribbling, first touch, free kick taking, passing and technique, everything you would want from a creative player. In the mentals, it's about his flair, he's off the ball and his vision. And then in the physicals, 16 acceleration, 17 pace, 16 jumping reach, 15 balance, 17 pace. He's really going to be one of those players that runs at defenders and absolutely frightens them. He has some player traits now, tries killer balls often, curls the ball, looks for passes rather than attempting to score, tries tricks, likes to switch the ball to wide areas, and runs with the ball often. His media description is an unpredictable attacking midfielder. His personality is resolute. Looking at his career stats to see how he got from Barcelona to Napoli reveals that he would move in 26-27. Napoli would pay £33.5 million for him, and he never really got a fair crack at Barcelona. He would play 11 first-team games in the 24-25 season. He would then play in the 25-26 season 34 times, but that prompted Napoli then to swoop in and pick him up, and you can see that he has really been effective for Napoli. 36 games, 8 goals, 7 assists in his first season, 35 games, 11 goals, 10 assists in his second season, and he had an average rating of 7.20 in that season. So he has been fantastic since his move to Napoli. What will happen in 5 years' time? Let's go to 2033 and find out where Noah Darvich ends up. So it's now 2033 and we find once again Noah Darvich has been on the move. This time we find him at Chelsea. He's 26 years old, has been capped 45 times by Germany, scoring 9 goals. He's valued at 52 to £155 million and has a contract worth £500,000 per week that runs until 2037. Now, looking at the attributes, you can see that he really is still what the media call him. They say he's an elite attacking midfielder, and he certainly is that. Now, there is only one attribute here and one attribute there that is changing at a time, but still, looking at the technicals, dribbling, first touch, free kick taking, passing and technique. Then the mentals, it's about his flair, anticipation, composure, off the ball and vision of 17. And in the physicals, he nearly scores green in every single category, just stamina and strength not scoring 16 or above. If we look at the player traits, he still pretty much has all of the same ones that he had before. So into the playing history to see how he got here. So he joined Napoli for £33.5 million, and he would spend 4 seasons with Napoli until the 29-30 campaign, where Chelsea would pay £194 million for Noah Darvich, and he would go straight into their first team and be an ever-present pretty much. With Chelsea in 31, play 37, score 8 and have 7 assists, getting a 7.28 average rating. But then this is where the player gets absolutely silly. So in the 31-32 campaign, he would play 35 times, score 11, have 10 assists and score a 7.56 average rating in the Premier League. The following season after that, he would play 37 times, score 12 goals, have 8 assists, get 5 Player of the Match awards, and he would have a 7.41 average rating. Some of these numbers are absolutely mad. Has he found his forever home though? Let's see what happens in 2038. Will he still be at Chelsea? It's now 2038 and we see that Noah Darvich is still at Chelsea. He's now 31 years old, has 94 caps for Germany and scored 27 goals. Chelsea are saying he is not for sale. He's still on that £500,000 per week contract, and that now runs until the end of the 2040 season. Looking at the player himself, I think all the development is done and he's now just consistently a fantastic attacking midfielder. Looking at his media description, he has turned into a legendary attacking midfielder. Looking at the attributes, he still has first touch of 16, free kick taking of 16, passing of 16, technique of 17, in the mentals, composure, flair and vision, and then in the physicals, a little bit of a drop off, but they are still fantastic with agility, balance and natural fitness, all scoring highly. Let's have a look then at what he achieved during his career at Chelsea. So after that £194 million switch, he has been in and out of the team somewhat in terms of full seasons. He played 31, 28, 27, 32 and 27 times in the past 5 seasons. And some of the numbers that he was putting up have dropped off a little bit, although he did score 12 goals in the 2032-33 campaign. They were given a 7.41 average rating. And in the campaign 35-36, played 27 times, score 5 and assist 5 and get a 7.46 average rating. So across his career, he's banging in those 7s consistently. Having a look then at his career as a whole, £229 million spent on him, 487 appearances, 102 goals, 108 assists, 50 Player of the Match awards and a 7.28 average rating across 15 years in Football Manager. He has been absolutely fantastic wherever he has been. Let's have a look then at some of the achievements. So whilst he was at Barcelona, he was a La Liga winner, he was a Supercopa de España winner and a Copa del Rey winner. He also got his first international caps. Whilst in Italy, they would win the Supercoppa Italiana, they would win Serie A, they would go on to win another Supercoppa and be Coppa Italia runners-up. They would finish 3rd in the Nations League with Germany, then on to Chelsea. In fact, first Napoli before the switch to Chelsea, Serie A champion, UEFA Super Cup runner-up, FIFA World Cup runner-up, all in the same year. Then a Carabao Cup winner, Conference League winner, Champions League runner-up, FA Cup winner, Carabao Cup winner, Champions League winner in 34, Premier League champions in 35, Nations League runner-up in 37, FA Cup and Carabao Cup winners in 37 also. In terms of personal accolades, there are going to be a lot of team of the seasons in here. So 25-26, he would be the next gen runner-up. Let's look for some of the bigger ones. So team of the week, team of the season for Serie A, for Napoli. World Under-21 Footballer of the Year, 3rd placed in 27-28. He was also the 27-28 Italian Serie A Best Young Player of the Season. Going forwards then, Serie A Team of the Week, Team of the Season, named in the Germany Seasonal Best 11. He was shortlisted for the 29-30 Italian Serie A Player of the Year. He was German Footballer of the Year, runner-up in the same season. Italian Serie A Best Young Player of the Season for 29-30. 30-31 German Footballer of the Year, runner-up again. He would then go on to be 31-32 German Footballer of the Year, English Premier Division Team of the Year for 32, 31-32 Europa Conference League Player of the Season runner-up, and he was named in the squad of the season. Then going forwards, there are a lot of Team of the Weeks, Champions League Dream Team. There was World Player of the Year, 3rd place. He was shortlisted for that award. Then going forward, team of the season for Chelsea. Shortlisted for the 2037 World Footballer of the Year. He would be 37-38 German Footballer of the Year runner-up. And he was in the English Premier Division Team of the Year for 2038. He was in the Champions League Dream Team and Chelsea's seasonal best 11. So a fantastic career for Noah Darvich. There are probably a few more years that I could go on and simulate, but we're going to leave it at the 15-year marker just to give you the best of what you can see from him as a young player at Barcelona all the way through to an adult who is achieving massive things within the game. What do you think of this career path? Barcelona, Napoli, Chelsea, the money they spent on him, did they get good return on their investment? I personally think that they did. Let me know in the comment section down below, will you try and sign Noah Darvich in FM24?